Okay, let's see here. When I do these lives, I like to jump on just a couple minutes early so I can get all the techno stuff set up. So give me just a second. There I am. Okay, so, okay, and turn the volume down on the phone. Hi, hi, Dolores. Nice for you to jump in. So we're live from a different room. This is my craft room, and I had it totally set up different. I had the table the other way, but then the view over there was a mess. And then, good afternoon, Lisa. And then, so I switched it to this view, and then I realized all this stuff behind me is a mess. So, you know, it is what it is. So here we are. But at least now you're looking at things like mesh and craft supplies instead of boxes, and the dog bed and his toys over here. So, hi, Phyllis. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I have never done a character board on my lives, so I decided I would struggle on through it with you all. Um, this is the vinyl I'm going to be using. It says "Welcome to our home." Hi, Evie. Hi. As opposed to what I had put in the description that said "Welcome to our home" or something. I don't know. Spell check. My fingers. Who knows? I am using my new camera, and I love it. I'm hoping I have a little bit of a better view for you all. I hope the lighting is good. I look a tiny bit of a mess, but that's okay. We don't care. All right. So, what I like to do sometimes when I get a little bit stuck on what technique I want to do next or whatever is just hi Nina. Hi. I like to sometimes just jump on YouTube and scroll through Lori or Michelle's videos and just look for something. Okay, well, I haven't done that in a while. And this one is actually inspired by Lori's, oh God, you know, I say entirely too much. Whew. This one is inspired by Lori's snowman. No, Santa wreath. It's her Santa wreath. So, you know, you can look at her videos or Michelle's videos and just take your vinyl and use Santa's curls and make your wreath. You know, we don't have to do them all exactly. That's why hi Tina, hi. That's why I'm so inspired by them. You know, I can scroll through a Christmas wreath and go, hey, I have a vinyl and some mesh that would look perfect in that technique. And so, you know, again, use their inspiration. Hi, Lori. Oh, thanks for coming in. Use their inspiration, and it doesn't matter if it's a Christmas technique or a Valentine's Day or whatever. Just you know, I haven't done the wood. Here I go again. I haven't done the woodland ruffle in a long time, and I thought, hey, you know, that would look pretty cool on the character board with with this vinyl. So anyways, let's get started. I am going to attempt to attach this vinyl, okay, which I have gotten a lot better at. I do use the water, and I had a wonderful spray bottle, but my granddaughter's been here, and so there's no telling where that's at. Also, bless her little heart, she organized my whole craft table this weekend, and so if I can't find anything, it's because it's organized. So anyways, let me reach across and see if this camera that I absolutely love can give you a better angle. I'll move some of this out of the way, and let's get started. Okay, how's that? Is that a little better? It's not far enough down now, is it? Hold on, let me fix it. Okay, a little bit more, eh? Sorry if I'm making anyone dizzy. I noticed the camera angles I was using before was such a side view, and wonderful Lori told me, she said, get up above there so we can see you better. So I busted out my old photography tripod, and it's a tall one, and I think it's going to be perfect. What do you think? You like the view? Okay, now let's attach the vinyl. Is anyone else afraid of the vinyls? Like, do you have a really hard time with them? Or thanks, Lori, thank you, and always thank you for all your help. The vinyls used to really intimidate me. Maybe I've perfected them now because I'm not afraid. And I love the character board. So again, I can't find my spray bottle, so I remembered to bring paper towels in here. All right, I'm gonna wet this paper towel, and I'm gonna get it wet because if it's not right, I'm gonna rip this puppy right back off. See, so let's get a little water on here. And then I'll take this beautiful vinyl. I love the blue in this. Oh, and I'll tell you what kind of mesh I have here in a minute too. Yes, I may have to stand up, Nina, I agree, because I have to be able to see right over the top of it. Again, you know, when you don't have fingernails, shame on me. Let me pick this thing off of here. There we go. Okay. Do you think I have enough water on there? Let's do it again. Squeeze it on there. How's that? Dab it around. Okay. I'm gonna stand. Excuse my sweatpants here. You know, got my leisure suit on. Okay, so you can. I've seen people do like this and kind of fold it and place it, but I'm using. There's a somewhat of a center line down the middle. Everybody be quiet. And look at that. See that center line? Boom. Pretty close to perfect. Okay? And then, of course, you must use your squeegee. I love this sound. This is like bubble wrap to me. That cracking. See? Don't you love that? Oh, yeah. See, that wasn't hard at all. Okay. Ooh. Sometimes it's just the little things. Almost all the vinyls have some sort of a center point. You know, here we have this line. You can use, you know, if it's a face, you can go between the eyes. You know, there's always something you can use just to look at that. All right. I'm going to keep doing that until no more bubbles. Ooh. I am having fun. I always have fun in here, you guys. Enjoy your company. Did you all watch Michelle this morning? That girl had me in stitches. Oh, I see a big bubble. There we go. Okay, always from the center out, because you don't want to chase those bubbles back to the middle. You love the snipping sound of the zip ties, but not with the gun. We know Tina is not a fan of the zip tie gun. Can you believe that? That thing saved my soul. Ooh, look at. Ooh. And then you got to get down here and see if you missed any. I'm enjoying this a little bit too much, I think. Sorry. Oh, you have got to go back and watch Michelle this morning. She was cracking me up. Okay. I'll pick it up and look at it a little bit. It's pretty darn good to me. Oh, there's one. There it goes. You know, and if you do have any little tiny bubbles or anything like that. By the time you get all your mesh on and such, they usually go away. Like, I think the air and the water, all the vinyl starts adhering. Okay. That's pretty good to me. All right, and excuse me, I gotta scoot up a little bit. I didn't get my zip ties loaded because they're gonna be loaded open, and I had to put my vinyl on, of course. So what we're gonna do is use oh, here's the mesh. This is it says burlap mesh. It reminds me of a denim, and I love it. Hi, Judy. It says burlap mesh, but it also says jute. So there is jute in here. It's really, I don't know, I really like it. I don't know where I got it, but it may have been included in a D-stash or something like that. Not positive, but I do like it. And I only got one roll. So therefore, I did cut the whole roll at 22 inches, and this is what I had left. Okay, because I'm only going to use 16 pieces, so this might go pretty quick. Okay, and I'm just going to use, again, I followed Lori's Santa Claus wreath. Oops, let me load the zip tie right. Oh, okay, Donna, no problem, no problem. Hey, everyone, if I missed your questions, hopefully I can catch up to them later. But let's just get this thing started. You know, and then I randomly grabbed a few ribbons, but I'm not sure if it's going to need a bow, so you guys might have to help me out with that. I pre-made a bunch of petals. Look at what I got. You know, you see Lori all the time use these sewing clips, and I had never ordered them. I had 5 or 6 from the Dollar Tree or whatever, but I finally ordered these, and not only are they amazing, but you have a ton of them, and look at all those colors. So these are great. Order some. I do believe Lori has them on her favorite tools at Unique in the Creek, under her favorite tools for the Amazon link. I'm not positive she sells them, but I do believe they are in her favorite tools. So I should probably show you how to make the petal first. That'd make the most sense here. Okay, so again, 10-inch mesh, cut at 22 inches. Yes, Lori's favorite tools. Thank you, Tina. Okay. I don't cut the straightest lines, and I did not wood burn this for the simple reason that you're not going to see the edges. So I usually try to like fold the first little thing because obviously it's not straight. And then, you know, 1, 2, maybe 3. Pinch it. Oh, I do like this view better, you guys. I think you can see better, huh? Use one of my little spiffy clips in a spiffy little color. Okay. Flip it around. It was very easy to prep for this too, because only, you know, 16 pieces and boom. Did you see I got a new big girl cutting mat too? So, hey, stepping it up. I love this cutting mat. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Scrunch, and then just scrunch up the middle. And then you can just use that little tiny clip and hold it. Okay? So let's put some of these petals on this board and make sure this thing's going to work. All right. Zip tie open, of course. I'm trying, Tina, I'm trying. I like to hold them up. That one's a little off-centered. Hold it up before you tighten them up. Make sure there we go. Okay. And then with these little clips, you can also like pinch it right here to hold them together because this will get kind of compact. Oh, I'm glad you're here though, Sharon. Thanks. And then we're just going to do every hole here. I should probably go this way so you guys can see. Every row, giving us 16, of course. So I'll load a few at a time because you know there's nothing funner than watching someone load zip ties. I noticed when I load them open though, I end up dropping a lot of them out. They fall through or something. So, all right, let's get some of these in here and see how full it's going to be. I need my needle nose, and my lovely little granddaughter organized them over here somewhere, I think. Not those. Oh boy. Oh, just every tool imaginable compacted into this thing here. Yes, okay. Whew. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. I might have to cut these off as I go so that they're I don't lose them in all these curls. Hopefully this will be enough to cover the board. I'm pretty sure it will. All right. So who'd have thunk that you can use a Santa Claus as inspiration? You know, we make so many wreaths. Sometimes you kind of get to the point where you're like, oh, now what? Now what do I do? Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Still have to decide on a bow or no bow. I'll show you the ribbons that I have that are somewhat color coordinated. You can just pull your curls around. Get them all where you want them. This is a really interesting mesh. That little bit of jute in there is just, gives it a little bit of a more rustic feeling than the denim color. I did see Marianne the other day used it on one of her flocked bunny swags, and it was very pretty. So, well, if I can only see the hole. Okay, there we go. I heard that the Hobby Lobby shipment of wreath boards goes out very soon. Who's excited? I know I am, because when I want a board, I want to run out and get a board. I don't want to have to place an order, you know. Hi, Kim. Good afternoon. How's the time change affecting everyone? I haven't really noticed a difference yet. My dog does because mealtime, you know, it's all about food. And if you wouldn't mind, maybe you can float my boat too. Although I am in a Sunrise Seaport area, so it would be appropriate to float my boat. I'm not near the falls or anything, so. But if you would all do that, I would highly appreciate it and give me a follow. Because now that I have a big girl camera and a big girl cutting mat, there's maybe more to come. It takes your data to adjust, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm retired now, and so it really doesn't affect me that much, except in the evenings. I get all confused, like, what time is it? That's when it gets me the most. Ah, I always get stuck in my mesh. I don't know why. When I'm done here, I'll show you. I'm not sure if anyone saw. I once in a blue moon, I'll get into a very creative mode and try to create something just a little different. And I ended up with an Easter lily. Well, that's the vibe it was giving me. An Easter lily type flower yesterday. And it was fun to do. Different. I'll show it to you, and if anybody's interested in a live with that one, I may do that as well. Thanks, Tina. Tina's like such a support. She really is. Always there with a kind word. Oh, I like these curls, you know? And my very first wreath that I ever did was using dollar store, that 5-inch or whatever it is mesh, and a mass of these wild curls. I mean, the curls that you roll all the way up and then stack 3 or 4 together. I was so proud of that thing. I still have a picture of it, and I look at it and cringe now, but we all start somewhere, I guess, huh? Yeah, I thought I was gonna bust into these Dollar Tree mesh wreaths and make my fortune. It's getting pretty full already, see? 16 pieces is all. The mesh is 22 inches. I wanted to use the whole roll. So if you do the math, 16 pieces, I think that comes out to like 22 and a half, but you never know if you're gonna get the whole roll. So I played it safe and did 22. I'll fold another one for you right now. It's again the woodland ruffle, I believe it's called. Let me move this out of the way. See how many of these little clips I'm going to lose. I'm going to count them every night to make sure I have them all. All right. I'm going to have to tidy up after because my granddaughter comes over. She'll be upset with Grandma. Okay, this is our last chance because it's the last one I have. All right, again, 22 inches, curl side up. And give it a little fold here. 1, 2, 3. Scrunch it up. You do that with your hair clips? That's funny. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3. Scrunch it right up the middle. 4 or 5 times. And there you have it. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Sometimes the ends will poke out here. You can just tuck them in because it's obviously pretty sticky stuff. Okay. I was worried about this room being light enough, but the lighting seems okay. And I don't have all my craft supplies in my living room anymore. Thank you, June. That's sweet. Yeah, it's getting really full. I was a bit concerned that the board would show, but once we adjust these all a little bit, I think we're good. But not too much that you can't see the sign, you know. It's still very visible. Okay. Oh, hi, Amy. Glad you could join us. I'm trying to do this from the top here. Awkward. Whoa. I've got myself all scrunched up. I love this color too. It really is like a denim. It's very, very pretty. And I love anything with some jute in it. It gives me that little country type of vibe. I don't know. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Still trying to build up my page a little more so I can have so many people in here that the comments will scroll by so fast I can't keep up. That's my goal. Jute is, it's soft, but yet it's rusticy. I don't know. Is that a word, rusticy? It gives me that little rustic type of vibe. I'm seeing a lot of new fun names. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Again, my name's Chris. I have Red Wine Wreath Boutique. Just a couple more here, and then I'll have you guys help me decide if I should bow or not to bow. I don't keep a huge stock of ribbon. Mainly, let me move this water out of the way before I drop it, and I kind of need a little drink of my Gatorade. Get a little dry mouth. Excuse me. Okay. Whew. You vote no, Bo? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge ribbon person. Probably because how many times you have to fluff and touch those dang ribbons. You know, it makes me a little bit nuts, and I can never get them just perfect. And again, I'll mess with them, and then you got to flip the thing over to put your bow on. Now you've messed them all up again. Now you got to go outside to take a picture, and they're all messed up again, and I lose my mind. So I don't keep a huge stock of ribbon, but I will use it because it does add a lot to your wreath. So I guess it's a must. But that's why I like springtime so much, when the flower wreaths all come out and such. Give me a good flower. Yeah, see, yeah, you've either perfected your ribbons and you love them, or you're just not a fan. Okay, 2 more, and then we shall decide. And honestly, I'm a minimalistic type person. Most of my wreaths are very minimalistic. Am I going to be one short? Oh, I have enough. I have enough on the roll. I might have to cut one more. And I counted these. Go figure. I'm a minimalistic person mainly because that is what sells in my area. I can keep the prices low. You know, if I had in 4 different ribbon tails and a big old bow and some picks and all the things, I can't sell it. I just can't. And it's not because the wreath is bad. It's just that I have to charge to cover my product. And you know, it depends on your area and what your customers can afford or like. So at least that's what I've found. I have to cut one more. Shame on me. Okay. But since I have this new big girl cutting mat, I'll just reach it right out here and cut it off. Don't you just love the end of the roll and how manageable it is? Huh, not. Look at that, 22 inches, yes. Boom. Okay. One more. Ooh, look at that straight line. Whew. I think that wasn't a sobriety test. Whew. But we're going to be okay because we're just going to fold that over. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, you know, I'm not sure flea markets are the place because, and this is, again, my opinion, I believe that people at the flea market are really looking for big bargains. Like when I go to a flea market, you know, I'm looking for just, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I usually go for the produce actually, because ours has a little farmer's market thing. But yeah, and I have tried, I live very close to a really nice park that has a museum in it and such, and they do a lot of these pop-up events. And I have done a couple, and I've sold maybe 2 wreaths at them. But I realized that pop-ups are, you know, I walked around and looked at other people's products, and they're all little, you know, $5 things. There's little, you know, body scrubs and croc charms, and you know, and that's what people at pop-ups are looking for, are little quick, inexpensive gifts. I think if you're going to go to any type of an event with wreaths, it should be a church boutique, especially at Christmas or holiday time or Easter when they're having a, you know, their Easter extravaganza or whatever. I think those are great places. Anything that is actually a craft fair type thing. But you learn the hard way. I sat out in 100 and some degree heat, had a pop-up event, and sold 1 wreath. So there's that. Okay, some of these little ends I'm just going to tuck in. Okay, I'm going to pull some of these in to make sure we're all covered. I just love these curls. They're kind of fun to play with. Okay, so let me hold it up and let me have a look first before I show you. You know, you can just pull your little curls around until you get them all where you want them. There's that. Oops. Okay. We'll get all those curls sorted out, but get them all where I want them. Nobody likes unruly curls, right? Oh, thanks for all the hearts. Wow. Okay, so if I do a bow, I could do a bow here maybe, or a nice little bow up here. But with these curls, see, I don't want it all mashed down in. So here's what we have, okay? We have this big old honkin' ribbon that's maybe a little too dark, okay? And then we have that one that just fell on the floor. I have a plain blue that's a 1.5. Okay, so there's these two. I don't know about this one. This one's striped. I don't know. See, I don't know with these ribbon things. And then I have this one's kind of beige though. There's beige. And then I have this one, which I'm probably not really going to like, but it is white and it is a lot of it. So what do you guys think? Any opinions? It'll pop up on the computer here, sorry. What do you think? Should we try a bow if we don't like it? I don't know. So I am definitely going to use the white and this blue because it's kind of a denim as well. So let's go with those two for sure. I'm going to vote out the tan. But you like the stripe. Okay, there's one vote for the stripe. Stripe or polka dots? We've got one for the stripe. Come on, you guys. Come on. Okay, it's going to be a stripe. Stripe, stripe, polka dot, stripe, stripe. That's two for stripe. That's it. Going once, going twice. All right. Now, what type of a bow? I think we'll do one with some pretty decent sized tails for this. I'm terrible with this camera angle thing. So, yeah. Let me try. Let me see. A handy dandy bow maker. And I always have to use it backwards. Stripes, but do you... Stripes, but what? Wait. Stripes, but do you have neutral? Neutral what? What neutral? I do have this one too. It's kind of a velvety, but it's more off-white. I think there's white in the sign, so I'm gonna go with the white. We're just gonna go with it, okay? Let's not overthink it, girls. All right. I guess we'll start with this big stuff. Oh, cabana stripes. No, I don't believe I have any cabana stripes. Let's see, how much of this do I have? Okay. Judy, now you're confusing me. We're just going with what we got, honey. Okay, let's go with about 12 inches. Is that going to be long enough? Yeah. Go about where's my wreath? I'm going to go about 5-inch loops here. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do 3 of this color. Do I have another roll of this though? Actually, I think I did. Well, whatever. Okay, let's just use this. Might have to just, well, let's try it. Let's just see what we got here. I was going to do the 3, 2, 1. It's not a 6, 5, 4 because I'm only going to do a 5-inch loop here. So, a little bit of a modified Michelle bow. Oh, we might make it for that. Yay, using it up. I get this thing where It says too low FPS. The current frame rate is low. Please set the frame rate. I'm going to have to figure that out afterwards because I don't want my lives to just abruptly end on you all. I can remember when I first started doing these, there was no way I would do a bow on a live. But look at how far we've come. All right, get that off. And look at that. All right, and then white next. I'm afraid this ribbon is not going to be that great. This was at Sam's, or not Sam's. We don't even have Sam's Club. What am I thinking? This is a Costco ribbon. Doesn't really seem that firm, but you know what? I'll just go with it, huh? Okay, we'll do a 4-inch or 4.5 maybe. It almost doesn't even feel wired, but I pinched it and it is, but oof, better hold up. Where do I live? I'm in California, Central California. I'm about an hour from the capital, Sacramento. Born and raised, Stockton, California. Where are you, Amy? Okay, 4.5. Thank goodness I only have to do 2 of these. It just, I don't know. Oh, hopefully it holds up. Ooh, you're in Louisiana? You do Mardi Gras and all that? And eat beignets and... Ooh, New Mexico. That's cool, Amy. Louisiana is one place I would really like to visit sometime for the food, mostly. But I would never attend the whole Mardi Gras thing because I don't do crowds really well. Like when that many people get together, oh, I just like lose my mind. So, I get annoyed by people that act stupid, and you know, when you have a bunch of people that are drunk and such, I just I end up in jail or something, asking you guys for bail money, you know. Nova Scotia, okay. All right, now let's go with some blue. You don't do crowds either. Yeah, I think that, and I mean, I don't know how old you all are, but I think as we get older, like I used to love concerts, and I mean, I lived to be around crowds, but now, ooh, I'll stay at home, my dog, and watch it on Facebook or something. And then people have just, you know, they've lost their minds and gone crazy these days, and it's a little bit scary as you get older to have to go out and deal with all that. Boston, ooh. Illinois, wow. The whole gamut here. If you want to float my boat, let's get us all over the U.S., huh? Okay, I think that might be all right. Rhode Island, you're in the little state, huh? Aw. Okay, we need... Oh, I was hoping, oh, my granddaughter didn't use the pipe cleaners. I don't know, I ordered these and they're like, your family came from Nova Scotia. My mother was, she's no longer on the planet, was from England. She was a war bride, excuse me. And, yeah, she came here from England with actually, my dad was in World War II, and it took him about a year to get her here after they married. So I have a lot of family in England. And yet I've never been. But I have met a lot of them. They've come here to visit, so. Big old fuzzy pipe cleaner thing. All right. A good few twists there. And here we go. See, it's the same thing with these bows. See, now I'm going to fluff this thing, and in a few minutes I'm going to attach it, and then I'm going to fluff this thing again, and then I'm going to move the wreath, and then have to fluff this thing again. I don't know. I will say that in my own defense that my bows have gotten a bit better, but I surely don't enjoy them anymore than I did before. But they are a bit more rewarding now, at least. Every now and then I make one and I'm like, oh, wow, I made that bow. So it's definitely just a practice thing, I think. You know, you just, it's either practice or eventually you just give up and just go with it. One of the two. I'm too much fun? Oh, you ought to hang out with me sometime. I'm a real hoot. Thank you, though. Okay, that's a bow. See, I don't know. I'll mess with it 100 times, but let's cut these tails. This is where I'm going to get annoyed because this is kind of that satiny ribbon. And when this is all over, I'll probably take a lighter to it, but I don't want to show you how to do that in case someone burns themselves. Okay, that wasn't too bad, because if it starts fraying, I'm burning it. I can remember when I first started doing wreaths as well, I could not get the dovetail down. Every single time I would cut it in the wrong direction. Like, and how hard is that really? And I'd have all these pointed little ends. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, how far we've come. Now I just fluffed that whole bow, see? How long have I been making wreaths? I'll have to scroll back through my photos, but I think I'm going on 3 years now. So, yeah, about 2.5, 3 years, I do believe. Not that long. Not that long. And it's probably taken me that long to get the bows halfway decent. This one's wrinkled and it's bothering me. Okay, but now that I've straightened it all out, I'm going to attach it to the wreath and then have to do it all over again, see? That's what annoys me. Okay, now, bow placement. I'm not a real centered person, so I think in life and mentally I'm not real centered, but so I'm kind of leaning to over here. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get this puppy in here. Where do we want it? Let's see. Let's try about right here. Let's see how it looks. See? Just smashed the whole thing. What do you think? Oops. Right, whoops. Jiminy's. Right about over there. Look okay? I would love to visit Canada myself, and if I did, my first stop would be Lori's. I would. I'd love to hang out with her. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I would love to hang out with Lori, and I would love to just volunteer a whole day in the warehouse just helping her. You know, she does so much for everyone. Okay. Thank you for the stars. I can get stars now? That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, really do. I was wondering when I'd be big girl status enough for stars. That's awesome. You're so sweet. See, I just don't even want to touch this bow anymore now, see? It's annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is curl. Oh, look at the stars I'm getting. I'm going to have to pick a charity or a something because I really appreciate that. Maybe I'll just use them for my dog walker. I moved in, for those who follow me, you all know about Rocky. Rocky is like a 160-pound house pony that my son rescued from a homeless man when it was like 4 months old. The guy was kicking it down the street. You've all heard the story. So my son brings it home, and lo and behold, the thing starts growing and growing and would not stop. And so I was absolutely certain this thing was a Great Dane. But I did a DNA test, and he is not. He is actually he's a mix of about 7 different breeds. One of them being Cane Corso, which is gigantic. And the other 6 breeds, none of them small. None. So then I moved, and my son elected not to move with me. Thank God. Phew. I got rid of that one. But I got custody of the dog. Now, keep in mind, folks, I'm 63 years old. And this is a 160-pound house pony. So, when I moved, the home I was living in, I was renting, and the landlords decided to sell. So it was kind of spur of the moment, and I just had to move. So the place I found was close to my daughter, and I really like it, but I have no yard and a house pony. So he's completely housebroken. Like this poor guy would not potty in the house if he was dying. So anytime he needs to potty, I have to walk him. So we take 6 to 8 walks. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. You guys are just being amazing today, and I appreciate you all so much. So yeah, I take quite a few walks every day. It's keeping me in shape for sure. But at the same time, he needs a lot of exercise. He's got really long legs, and I don't want him to end up with joint problems or anything like that. So I hire a young man. Oh, you gotta leave. Thanks for being here, though, Evie. I appreciate you. I hire a young man that comes over and jogs him. And those are the best days of my life. Because when the dog walker comes and jogs him, he sleeps the day away. So that's Thursdays. So that's another little added expense. Okay, let's put a hanger on this thing. Now that y'all know about my dog. Let's see. Get this hanger on here. Is that camera going blurry at times, you guys? It looks to me like sometimes it gets a little blurry. But I love it. I love my camera. Let me get this hanger on. I'll raise my little big girl camera up so you can all see. Just gonna need to tuck in my little pipe cleaners in the back. That bow's not too shabby. I'll mess with it, you know, for the next 30 to 45 minutes, I'm sure. You know, there's a couple little, oh, I guess I could raise this up while I show you, huh? What's clear? Good. Whew. All right. Well, you just lift up my sleeve at my nasty old lady skin, huh? Whew. All right. Here we go. Oops. One of these days I'll figure out how to hold things up correctly. Okay, that way. What do you think? I like it. It's full, it's big, it's covering the board. It took 16 pieces. Thank you, Tina. I have a few little frays I'm going to trim up, adjust the bow 8 more times at least. I'll take it outside and take a picture and pull one of my gray hairs out of it here. And then I'll hopefully sell it. I appreciate you all so much. It was this was fun. I'm enjoying my craft room here. Oh, I was going to show you something. This was, I have to show you this one more time though. I kind of like it. Okay, wait, let's see. Ooh, look. Yeah, welcome to our home. And this bow is really not covering the sign as it looks, but yeah, I like it. Nice little simple wreath. You know, this didn't cost me, what, the board, the vinyl, a few pieces of ribbon, and 1 roll of mesh. So this is a very reasonably priced wreath that I can sell to, you know, anyone who wants a wreath. It's not something that, you know, my clients are going to have to save up for or take out a loan to buy. So I like those things. Okay. So here, when I also needed help with some suggestions. Okay, you guys got a minute? All right, here's my first dilemma. Got this little guy here. Where am I? From Craft Outlet. He's cute, right? Cute little ladybug. Okay, he's like a styrofoam ball, you know, a floral pin and a pipe cleaner in the back. And he can be a center because he is, let's see how big he is. Okay, the ball itself is like a 5-inch. So it's the perfect flower center. So I was thinking just a flower with a ladybug center. But then I thought, well, what color flower? So then I was going with the lolly petal. And I thought red and white, but then is that too ladybug-ish? if you know what I mean? Like, am I trying to make the flower look like a ladybug? Because that's not what I was going for. So I don't know. So I'm perplexed with that one. Okay. A large UITC board, yes. And should I just do like a flower, a daisy petal, and a ladybug in the center? I don't know. Think on that for me. Send me a message with your ideas. All right, here's the wreath I made, the Easter lily that I made the other day. So it's a combination of 2 petals. If anyone is interested in this, I'd be happy to do a live. It's basically just a lolly petal with a feather petal inside of that, turned downwards. You know, I'd have to explain it in a live, but if anyone's interested, I would be happy to do this live. This one's excellent because it's done on just the small board, but it's very full. I just did every other on the first row, and then, you know, came back and did the regular holes. So what does it look like as a center for that design? Oh, hey, let's try that. What do you think? See, I think he just needs to be the center for a flower, right? Like, I'm not so much wanting to make him into a ladybug wreath. I think I just want a flower with a ladybug center, right? Okay, well maybe I'll do a live. We'll do this petal and use him. This one is the small board. Yes. So what just fell? I hope it wasn't part of him. This he's not really high quality, but I don't think I paid a lot for him, so there's that. Okay, and then I did do the center. I'm going to be making more of these. You like the ladybug with this flower? Okay, well then maybe that's the next plan. Maybe we'll do a live. The next live I do, let me get prepped for it. So I'll do a live with that, and we'll stick a ladybug in the center of it. Anyways, it's been great fun. Again, I appreciate you all. Thanks for stars and the sharing and the follows and all the things. I'm enjoying my new space. I hope you did too. I hope the camera angle was better. I hope you learned something or that I inspired you in some way. And until next time, be good to each other and peace. Take good care, everyone. See you next time.